What if I told you that you can prevent the loss of strength and balance with just a few minutes of exercise per day, even after the age of 60? After this age, many people begin losing up to 3% of their muscle mass every year. This causes simple activities, such as climbing stairs, getting up from a chair, or walking for longer periods, to become increasingly difficult and exhausting. But there is something that almost no one explains clearly. There are simple and safe exercises capable not only of slowing down this muscle loss, but even helping reverse it, restoring mobility, stability, and quality of life. Imagine continuing to do everything you love without fear of falls, pain, or physical limitations. Walking with confidence, moving freely, and feeling strong again. And the best part is that this can be achieved without a gym, without complicated equipment, and without dangerous exercises. That is why today you are going to learn a series of simple exercises that can be done at home and that directly help with muscle strengthening, posture, and balance. And at the end, I will also share an extra tip that can boost your results even more. So stay until the end and share this content with someone who also wants to remain active, independent, and pain-free. Exercise number 1. Scapular retraction with a resistance band. Scapular retraction is one of the most effective and accessible exercises for strengthening the muscles responsible for posture, especially in people over the age of 60. As we age, it is very common for important back muscles, such as the rhomboids and the middle and lower trapezius, to begin weakening due to lack of movement and years of maintaining poor posture. This usually leads to that hunched posture, with the shoulders rounded forward and the head pushed forward. And although many people think this only affects appearance, the consequences go far beyond that. Poor posture can make breathing more difficult, impair balance, increase the risk of falls, and create constant tension in the cervical and thoracic spine. In addition, chronic pain can develop, and simple daily tasks such as cooking, getting dressed, or walking become more difficult. The good news is that several scientific studies show that specific exercises can significantly improve these muscular imbalances. Research published in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science revealed that scapular retraction exercises performed with a resistance band increased shoulder stability, reduced pain, and improved daily functionality in older adults with kyphotic posture. In addition, the participants showed improvements in body alignment, movement awareness, and activation of the trunk stabilizing muscles, even reducing the risk of falls. And the best part is that the exercise is extremely simple. To begin, sit or stand while keeping your spine straight and your feet firmly planted on the floor. Hold a resistance band at chest height with your elbows bent at approximately 90 degrees. Now slowly pull the band outward while squeezing your shoulder blades together, as if you were trying to bring your shoulders together behind your back. This movement activates deep back muscles that often become inactive due to poor posture maintained over the years. Hold the contraction for about 2 seconds and then slowly return to the starting position, avoiding fast or jerky movements. Ideally, perform between 8 and 12 repetitions, completing 3 sets at least 3 times per week. It is also important to pay attention to your breathing. Inhale before starting the movement. Exhale during the scapular retraction. This helps stabilize the abdomen and prevents excessive tension in the neck and shoulders. With regular practice, many people notice improvements in posture, greater ease when walking, less back pain, and more confidence in daily movements. And remember, small exercises performed consistently can completely transform your strength, balance, and quality of life. A very common mistake during this exercise is excessively tensing the neck and shoulders, which can lead to cervical discomfort over time. That is why it is important to keep the neck relaxed throughout the entire movement, avoiding lifting the shoulders or pushing the head forward. When performed correctly, this exercise not only improves posture and helps relieve back pain, but also increases shoulder mobility. This makes simple daily tasks easier, such as reaching for objects on shelves, lifting the arms more comfortably, and even maintaining balance while walking. Regular practice can bring significant improvements in quality of life, restoring greater independence, safety, and confidence in movement. In addition, because it is a low-impact and easy-to-perform exercise, it becomes an excellent option for people over the age of 60 who want to remain active without putting their joints at risk. Exercise number 2, glute bridge. The glute bridge is one of the most important exercises in any functional strengthening routine, especially for older adults. Over the years, the muscles in the hip region, especially the glutes, tend to weaken due to inactivity, lack of movement, or simply the natural aging process. This loss of strength directly compromises pelvic and trunk stability, increasing overload on other parts of the body, such as the knees and lower back. When the glutes are weak, it is common to notice changes in walking patterns, difficulty climbing stairs, trouble getting up from chairs, or difficulty standing for long periods. In addition, the risk of falls increases significantly. Several scientific studies show that strengthening the glutes improves not only muscle strength, but also movement biomechanics and body stability. A study published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity in 2019 demonstrated that exercises such as the glute bridge strongly activate the muscles of the posterior chain, including the glutes and hamstrings, contributing to better balance, postural stability, and functional mobility. In addition, this type of exercise also stimulates the nervous system, improving the connection between the brain and muscles. This is extremely important for helping the body react more quickly to unexpected imbalances, reducing the risk of falls. Now let's learn how to properly perform the glute bridge. Lie on your back on the floor with your knees bent and your feet firmly planted on the ground, hip-width apart. Your arms should remain at your sides to help with stability. Before starting the movement, take a deep breath through your nose and gently engage your core to stabilize the abdominal region. Then slowly lift your hips while exhaling through your mouth, consciously squeezing your glutes. Keep your core engaged throughout the entire movement. This breathing control is very important because it improves movement stability, reduces pressure on the lower back, and protects the spine. When you reach the top of the movement, hold the position for about 2 seconds to increase muscle activation. Then slowly lower your hips while inhaling again. Ideally, perform 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions, about 3 times per week. As you gain strength and stability, you can increase the challenge by performing the bridge with one leg extended. This variation requires greater activation of the glute on the supporting leg and greatly improves single leg balance. But pay attention, it is essential to avoid excessively arching the lower back during the exercise. The movement should come mainly from the hips and glutes, not from the back. When performed correctly, the glute bridge can transform the way you walk, climb stairs, stand up, and maintain balance during daily activities. And remember, simple movements performed consistently can bring extraordinary changes in strength, mobility, and independence over the years. When performed correctly and consistently, the glute bridge becomes an extremely powerful tool for strengthening the posterior chain of the body, improving pelvic stability, facilitating functional movements, and above all, restoring independence and confidence with every step. Exercise number 3, squats. The squat is undoubtedly one of the most complete and functional exercises for people over the age of 60. This is because it not only strengthens essential muscles, such as the quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, and core, but also trains movement patterns that are fundamental for daily activities. Simple actions such as getting up from a chair, picking something up from the floor, or climbing stairs depend directly on the strength, mobility, and stability developed through this exercise. In addition, because it is a compound movement, the squat involves multiple joints and muscle groups at the same time, promoting improvements in motor coordination, balance, and body control. A study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research in 2014 confirmed that training programs that include squats significantly improve functional strength, joint mobility, and reaction capacity in older adults. These benefits directly translate into a lower risk of falls and greater independence in daily activities. And this is extremely important, since falls represent one of the leading causes of serious injuries among older adults. Despite all these benefits, many people avoid doing squats because they fear harming their knees or spine. However, this concern is generally based on outdated myths that are not supported by scientific evidence. In fact, studies show that when performed correctly, squats do not damage the joints. On the contrary, they strengthen the stabilizing muscles that protect the knees, hips, and spine, reducing the risk of pain and injuries. The secret lies in proper technique. To begin, keep your feet shoulder-width apart, your spine upright, and your gaze directed forward. The movement should start from the hips, slowly pushing them backward as if you were going to sit in an imaginary chair. It is important to avoid letting the knees move excessively past the feet or collapse inward during the descent. During the movement, inhale deeply through your nose as you lower yourself. Engage your core to stabilize the body, and exhale slowly through your mouth as you rise, tightening the core to protect the lower back. For people with physical limitations or insecurity, there are safer and more accessible versions. One option is the assisted chair squat, where you use a chair as support and as a reference point to control the descent. Another excellent option is the wall squat, which provides additional support for the spine and improves movement control. As the body gains strength and confidence, it is possible to progress to free squats or even add light dumbbells. In addition to strengthening the muscles, this also helps stimulate bone density, something essential for preventing osteoporosis and bone fragility with aging. It is also important to avoid some common mistakes: leaning the torso excessively forward, rounding the back, or rising too quickly and without control. Slow and mindful movements are much more effective and safer. When performed properly and adapted to individual abilities, the squat not only improves strength and mobility, but also contributes enormously to a more active, independent, and safer life in older age. And most importantly, it restores confidence in the body. Exercise number 4, calf raises. Calf raises are one of the simplest and, at the same time, most effective exercises for preserving muscular function and vascular health in people over the age of 60. This movement consists of lifting the body while standing on the balls of the feet, mainly strengthening the gastrocnemius and soleus muscles that are essential for walking, upright posture, and stability during movement. In addition to their muscular function, these muscles also play an extremely important role in blood circulation. When they contract, they help compress the deep veins in the legs, acting like a kind of natural venous pump that assists blood return to the heart against gravity. This mechanism is essential for preventing blood from pooling in the legs, something very common in older adults with limited mobility or long periods of sitting. Studies published in the Journal of Applied Physiology in 2018 showed that strengthening the calf muscles significantly improves blood circulation and peripheral vascular resistance. This contributes not only to better tissue oxygenation, but also to reducing problems such as varicose veins, swelling, and deep vein thrombosis. From a functional standpoint, calf raises also have a direct impact on fall prevention. This is because they strengthen the muscles responsible for walking propulsion, ankle control, and the feet's ability to adapt to uneven surfaces. All of these factors are essential for maintaining stable and safe walking, especially during aging, when muscle mass decreases and proprioception. The body's ability to sense its position in space declines. To perform the exercise correctly, stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. If necessary, use a chair or wall for support. Now slowly raise your heels until you are standing on the balls of your feet. Hold the contraction for about 2 seconds at the top of the movement, and then lower yourself slowly and with control. Breathing is also important. Inhale in the starting position, exhale as you rise. This helps improve muscle activation and body control. For beginners, it may be more comfortable to start seated. As you gain strength, you can progress to more challenging variations, such as performing the movement on one leg or using a step to increase the range of motion. The most common mistakes include performing the movement too quickly, not fully raising the heels, or losing control during the descent. All of these reduce the effectiveness of the exercise. That is why it is ideal to maintain an upright posture, distribute weight evenly between both feet, and perform the movement with attention and body awareness. In summary, calf raises not only strengthen the calves, but also improve circulation, balance, and functional independence in daily life. Exercise number 5, lateral crossover walk. The lateral crossover walk, also known as the grapevine walk, is an extremely effective exercise for improving balance, motor coordination, and stability in older adults. The movement consists of walking sideways while crossing one leg in front of and then behind the other repeatedly. This sequence forces the body to constantly adapt to changes in the center of gravity, strengthening muscles that are important for stability and fall prevention. During the exercise, several muscle groups are activated at the same time, hip abductors, trunk stabilizing muscles, and intrinsic foot muscles. All of them play a fundamental role in posture and body balance. A study published in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy in 2020 showed that balance training programs can reduce the risk of falls in older adults by up to 40%. This represents not only greater physical safety, but also more confidence in performing simple tasks such as walking outdoors, climbing stairs, or standing for longer periods. In addition to the physical benefits, this exercise also has positive effects on the brain. Because it involves coordinated crossing movements, the lateral crossover walk simultaneously stimulates both hemispheres of the brain, strengthening neural connections related to motor control, attention, and balance. Recent studies associate this type of stimulation with cognitive improvements in older adults, especially in concentration and working memory. To practice safely, it is best to begin near a wall, handrail, or sturdy support. Walk slowly while keeping your gaze forward and your core lightly engaged. Your breathing should also follow the movement. Inhale through your nose before starting. Exhale slowly through your mouth while performing the steps. This helps reduce tension in the neck and shoulders and improves body control. Other variations that can complement this training include stationary marching with knee lifts, single-leg balance exercises, and exercises on unstable surfaces, such as balance training cushions. Among the most common mistakes are performing the exercise too quickly, losing control of the movement, or excessively tensing the shoulders. That is why the practice should be slow, mindful, and controlled. The key is to perform each step with body awareness, without forcing beyond what the body allows, and progressing gradually and safely. When practiced regularly, balance exercises such as the lateral crossover walk not only help prevent falls, but also serve as a powerful tool for preserving independence, stimulating the brain, and maintaining vitality during aging. Exercise number 6, push-ups. Push-ups are one of the most complete and functional exercises for people of all ages, including older adults, because of their ability to strengthen several important muscle groups at the same time. This movement mainly works the chest, triceps, shoulders, and the abdominal and core muscles. In addition, it improves trunk stability, muscular endurance, and body control. For people over the age of 60, this type of exercise has an even more important benefit. It helps preserve muscle mass, directly combating sarcopenia, the progressive loss of muscle associated with aging. According to a study published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity in 2017, pushing exercises such as push-ups help improve bone density, muscle strength, overall balance, and functional mobility. These benefits significantly reduce the risk of falls and make daily tasks easier, such as getting out of bed, pushing doors, or supporting your own body weight more safely. One of the greatest advantages of push-ups is the ability to adapt them. Those who do not yet have enough strength to perform traditional floor push-ups can begin with easier versions, such as wall push-ups, or push-ups supported on elevated surfaces, such as a sturdy table or the back of a couch. These variations reduce the load on the arms and trunk, allowing the body to gradually and safely build strength. Proper execution is essential to avoid pain or injuries. The body should remain aligned from the head to the heels, or to the knees in modified versions. The core and glutes should remain engaged to stabilize the spine and protect the lower back. Breathing also makes a difference. Inhale as you slowly lower yourself. Exhale as you push the body upward. Everything should be done in a controlled manner, without sudden movements. In addition to muscle strengthening, push-ups also provide cardiovascular benefits. Because they moderately increase heart rate, they help improve blood circulation and tissue oxygenation. Another important benefit is the positive impact on breathing. By strengthening the chest and upper body muscles, push-ups help improve respiratory capacity, something extremely relevant with aging, since lung function naturally tends to decline. And the benefits do not stop there. Regular strength training exercises, such as push-ups, can also improve mood and even cognitive function. Muscular effort stimulates the release of endorphins, substances associated with feelings of well-being and stress reduction. In addition, because push-ups require coordination, body control, and concentration, they also stimulate brain areas related to memory, attention, and mental processing. In other words, this exercise strengthens not only the body, but also the mind. And remember, It does not matter where you start. The most important thing is to adapt the movements to your current reality and remain consistent. Small daily improvements can bring enormous transformations in strength, mobility, balance, and quality of life over the years. According to recent research published in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience, for people over the age of 60, incorporating modified push-ups into their routine at least 2 or 3 times per week can be a decisive factor in maintaining physical independence, strengthening self-esteem, and preserving a good quality of life. There is also an extra strategy capable of enhancing the benefits of all these exercises: proprioceptive training. This type of training is an extremely powerful and scientifically proven tool for improving balance, neuromuscular coordination, and joint stability, especially in older adults. But what is proprioception? Proprioception is the body's ability to perceive its position in space. It is what allows you to know where your feet, legs, and arms are even without looking directly at them. With aging, this perception tends to gradually decrease, increasing the risk of falls, trips, and injuries. A study published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity in 2021 revealed that adding proprioceptive stimuli to exercises can reduce the risk of falls by up to 50%. This happens because these exercises activate deep stabilizing muscles and improve the nervous system's response speed to unexpected imbalances. In practice, small adjustments can already transform a simple exercise into a much more effective workout. For example, when performing squats on a slightly unstable surface, such as a firm cushion or a Bosu ball, the body needs to activate even more muscles in the ankles, knees, and hips to maintain balance. This deeply strengthens the joints and improves body stability. Another example, during calf raises, closing your eyes for a few seconds removes visual dependence and forces the body to rely more on the vestibular and somatosensory systems, which are responsible for balance and body awareness. This sharpens the body's ability to control itself in space. The glute bridge can also become more effective simply by holding the elevated position for a few extra seconds. This small adjustment increases isometric muscular endurance and further strengthens the abdomen and spinal stabilizing muscles. Even seemingly simple exercises, such as scapular retraction, can gain a new level of efficiency by adding small challenges, slightly leaning the torso forward, or increasing the duration of the muscle contraction. These details greatly improve body awareness, postural control, and stability. When these proprioceptive principles are incorporated gradually and safely, training becomes much more complete, functional, and protective against the effects of aging. The result is a stronger, more stable, more confident body that is far more prepared for daily activities. And most importantly, greater independence. Because aging well does not simply mean living more years. It means continuing to move with freedom, autonomy, and safety. If this content helped you, leave a like, share it with someone who also wants to age healthily, and continue following content focused on strengthening, mobility, and quality of life. It is never too late to start. Your body can still respond, grow stronger, and surprise you, one movement at a time.